Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So let's cover Bitcoin here, March 16th, 9:50 a.m. Eastern Time in US. So let's talk about the price action and Bitcoin. We'll also cover Litecoin to talk a little bit more about Litecoin as well. Alright, so Bitcoin, we talked about in the previous video that it needs to clear that 8,300 level. It found the support around that 7,700 in short term. That is going to be a key level to watch out for intermediate and into the weekend, and we have to must hold that support for the short term. Alright, for going up right now, the Bitcoin price is trading at around 8,471. It's barely crossing over that 300-day move, that 8,300 mark right now. So the question is, can we stay over that mark, and can we go past this trend line, which is acting as a resistance, the red one, which is coming all the way from the 20,000 mark. So that red one is a very key trend line that we need to get over. And then we have this pink one, which is also will act as a resistance, and then there are some moving average. So there are some. So what I'm trying to say is there will be a lot of resistance that we need to overcome in order to go toward that 10,000 mark and plus. So don't, treat this bounce as just a bounce here. Don't get too comfortable with like adding position. If you're adding position, that's completely okay, but make sure you are using your stop loss. Maybe have the stop loss at like 3%, so you know that's just one of the like 2 or 3%, or maybe 4% or 5% at max, so you know what is your risk you're taking on those trade. So put those stop losses in place, because right now we are still in the downtrend for intermediate. This is still a downtrend. We haven't broken out of this downtrend. So the question is, can we break out of it soon? We will find out. But right now we are in downtrend, so we're gonna treat the downtrend like it's a downtrend. Like, not to try to fight the market here, and just to trade accordingly, not to just because we're getting some bounce and forgetting that we are in the intermediate downtrend right now. So please do keep those things in mind. Be mindful of those downtrend right now. It's trying to I'm gonna remove this trend for right now. It's just looking too messy, and what I'm gonna do is hide the drawings for time being. Okay, all right, so much cleaner, right? So 8,300 level, we are barely getting over that, but we are still in this downtrend right now. We need to break that downtrend in order to get some momentum. All right, so for the support, 7,700, that will be the good support right now. We need to make sure that we are making the higher highs. That will be more. That will just bring a little bit more confidence into the market. All right. Until we clear and stay over that 8,300 level, and like stay over that, it will be like, be a little bit more cautious when you are getting into the trades. Just if you are getting bottom picking it, which is a lot of time, bottom picking is great. You can make a lot of money on those things because everyone is selling, and when you're buying on those at those time, you can make a good amount of money on those. But you need to make sure that you're buying small. Or you're buying with your stop losses, maybe like 3% stop loss, or maybe like 4% stop loss, so you know that your downside risk is only limited to 3% or 4% or maybe 5% if you really wants to give it a wiggle room. So please do keep those things in mind, because it can become the price can get rejected at like 84, 8500, and then we can see another leg down. That is also a scenario. That is a possible scenario. So right now we need to we are not in an uptrend, we are in a downtrend, so we need to treat the downtrend with skepticism. We want to make sure we are very skeptical of any of these bounces, right? That being said, there's still like trading opportunities that you can make money and take profits. When you're taking take periodic profit, especially in this when this kind of market is very volatile, take profits whenever the opportunity comes along, right? So let's look at the short 4-hour time frame. Okay, so 4-hour again, coming up against some resistance right now. 43 of 4500 will act as a resistance as well. This trend line will be crucial. We need to get over this trend line, this red one. That will be very crucial that we get over that. Okay, so Bitcoin again, I would not go in without my stop losses at this point. Just to be on the safer side, I would not go without my stop losses. That's the safest way to play it, ignoring all the anything else. All right, as long as we stay over the 8300 for right now, I will be happy. We want to make sure that we close the day over 8300 mark, and perhaps have a follow through tomorrow into that 9000 range. So that's pretty much it on Bitcoin. All right, so let's look at Litecoin real quick. All right, so Litecoin is similar. It's trying to get over that 160, 166, 165 mark. We need to get over that. This pink line, the pink trend line, which was providing a support before, now it will act as a resistance. So we need to make sure that we can get clear of that. We can get over that. So keep an eye on Litecoin, and Litecoin still, I feel like it still tend to lead a lot of the bounces. So I will definitely keep an eye on Litecoin. For if we can clear that 168, 169 level, then the next level we need to watch out is going to be around 174, 175 in Litecoin. Okay, so that will be the next level we need to watch. Still in the downtrend right now. We are not out of the downtrend. See that we are still in the down channel. We need to get out of it. Until then, treat the bounces as take profit. Those profit will add up. Even if you're taking like 3% profit, 5% profit, those will add up. Okay, so take those profit. Is better than nothing in this kind of market. See, you have to really adapt to the market situation, and that's how, if you use the strategy of buy and hold, like you have used it last year, it might not be very profitable strategy right now, especially when the market is going up and down and up and down. So maybe you want to keep some coins in the long-term hold and not to touch them for a couple of years if you pick them in the absolute bottom, or if you're adding some position for the longer term trade or investment. But coins like BTC, LTC, you can get in and out of them with your fiat money fairly quick. So, and you can make a lot of profit in those fairly soon. So those are some of the things that you can always look into. All right. So let's look at some headline news. So long ICOs, hello airdrops. So alright, so airdrops is picking up. That's going on for a while. New York power provider cleared high rate for crypto miners. Okay. Israel bars crypto firm for exchange. Alright. The one that I really liked was if ICO exchange and ICO team only had a brain. This is the article that you probably want to read. It's just it's a good article to read. Yeah, I mean it's nothing that like this regulations and all that. It will for intermediate. Yes, they will act as a barrier for intermediate, but the longer run they will provide support to this market. So that's what we wanna watch out for. Those are the indication that we are looking for. All right. So Litecoin again. Just to recap. We need to get over that 165 mark and stay over that. 160, 175 will also act as a resistance. So be careful on that. Bitcoin, we are getting over that 8,300 right now, but we need to stay over it. This red trend line, that will act as a resistance. So around 8,600, I would say 8,600. That will act as a resistance right at that mark today. So I highly doubt it unless we get a lot of volume today, later in the afternoon maybe. I highly doubt it that we will get through this today. If we get through it, then it's a good thing. I will I'll push my stop losses up and take those profits. So we'll find out. We'll find out soon. But right now with the volume. If I go to the 1 hour chart, volume did pick up in the 1 hour, but we need some continuation of that. So that will be the key. If we can get some continuation of the volume to pick up, especially getting through this this red trend line. So that will be the good one to watch out for. Okay, so that's all, guys. Again, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. I post this content every day. If you think this morning videos are helping you with your trading, then please give me thumbs up, so it keeps me motivated in doing these videos. And use your stop losses, especially in this kind of market. Use them. Sometimes you get kicked out of your stop losses, I get it, but they will protect you from your taking your portfolio, taking a drastic hit. So that's the main thing, because when everything goes up, you want to make sure when everything goes up, you want to set up yourself with a nice upbound trade, right? So I have mentioned that in previous videos as well. When the big tide comes, it will lift every single boat in the ocean. It will lift the big boats, small boats, broken boats, boats with holes in them. Everything will get lifted. But if you are already in if your portfolio is already you're not using your stop losses properly, you're not managing your trade properly, what will happen is when the tide comes, you will barely break even at those points. But the people who manage their portfolio correctly, the people who use the stop losses, they will be sitting in the profit. They will be sitting in 30-40% profit easily when the tide comes. But you will be just breaking even at that point, because you did not use your stop losses, you did not use your risk management, you did not set up your portfolio correctly. So those are the things that you have to learn as an investor, learn as a trader, to withstand this crypto market. Otherwise you will be just another story that, hey, once upon a time I was trading crypto, but I blew up my account, I never recovered from it, and I just gave up on it. So I mean, there have been plenty of those stories in the market. It has been in the stock market, commodities market, any market you name. There are plenty of examples I can give you of those kind of stories that people have just blown up their portfolios. So try to avoid those situations so you can withstand this kind of the bear market, the intermediate bear market that we have been seeing for the past couple of months. All right. So and if you want me to look at your portfolio, I'm still providing that portfolio analysis service. Send me an email if you want me to take a look at it, and I will definitely help you out with that. All right. So that's all. I will create some altcoin videos later in the day, and talk to you soon. All right. Bye.